Do you know, I think it's important to show stuff like this because although I don't like crying in public, and this is very public, but this has been so tough. And I keep saying to myself, like, all these things that happen, like there's things out there so much worse, so many people, but we've had so many things like that have gone wrong.
So let's start from the beginning. A year ago, I converted an old ambulance, and unfortunately 2 weeks before my road trip, so a year away, the van broke. So I bought this van, this VW Crafter, with a good engine, or so I thought, and we got all the way from England to Fuerteventura, and the van broke on the dual carriageway.
Literally here, I've just managed to turn in the van a little bit at an angle just to roll it down the hill a bit, but the dog seems to be fine. We are literally on this road. Yeah, so I'm still here, been here since 1 o'clock, it's now 6:30 and it's dark and still no tow come. Still here in the dark, waiting for a tow company to come. Right, so here he comes. Only 6 hours I've waited on the side of the road. There we go. All right, so to keep you updated, Luca and I are just walking to, there's a campsite, apparently there's a mechanic there. The challenge is my van is so big that most places can't take it. It's because of the height. So I'm hoping this guy can come and actually look at it. He's Italian and doesn't speak any English, and I don't speak any Italian, unfortunately. So there should be a lot of Google translating going on. So yeah, anyway, keep following. I'll share as I go. Stefano is saying that he is thinking about is the battery. So he's just put my spare battery on and it's actually turning over now, which I hope is a good sign, but I don't know. I've decided that the best way to deal with this is to have some wine. I'm a nice little Italian, have some wine and some limoncello. So now I feel better. I've had 2 glasses of wine and yeah, and a calzone actually, which is very nice. Now we're at the port and I'm going to walk back. Alright, so just wanted to check if I could take the dog in the supermarket. Guess what? It works! Yeah, there's nowhere to tie dogs up out here, and most supermarkets aren't great, but at least our ones you can have somewhere to tie them. So yeah, so I literally took him in the pram and it worked. Oh, so I don't know. It's so hot and now I have to push Luca in a pram. I actually think he quite likes it. Oh dear. It is so hot, it's 28 degrees, so it's the only way to get him out. I can't keep him in the van, see? Hi, so update to you all. So basically, the mechanic that's trying to help me has said that it could take 2 months to do the van, could take longer. He's got to look at stripping the van out, or pulling it all apart essentially, working out what's going on. It's something in the engine. Challenge is when you're on an island is getting parts can be really difficult, and that's what he's been saying. None of the garages will take the van because of the height. It's 2.3 meters in height and 6.7 meters in length, so unfortunately most garages don't allow it, so I can't find one that will take it. So it's quite challenging because although I do speak a fair amount of Spanish, this is a little bit more complicated to explain to somebody as well. So just kind of reaching out to anyone knows anyone in Fuerteventura who could help me or knows what I could do, then I'd really appreciate the help, because at the moment I'm stuck out, literally stuck you know, on this island, because I can't move my van, and essentially that is my home. So yeah, so as I say, if anyone can help, please let me know. Thank you so much, all of you who've been helpful so far. Oh, I'm struggling because I'm pushing Luca in a pram, my dog in a pram at the moment, because it is hot, and I'm not complaining about that, but anyway, so please help me. Please, because I love it out here. I don't want to be stuck here, and especially it's quite hard because we're like sitting duck because I can't move it. You know, like yesterday we had a few problems. There were some guys in a car and they were literally watching me, and so I couldn't go back to my vehicle because of course I can't move it. So I had to just pretend I was just walking the dog, like walked around and waited till they went. But they were definitely kind of eyeballing me a bit, made me feel very uncomfortable. So yeah, so please, anyone that can help me right now, please reach out and help. Hello, my lovely friends and family. So this is a really hard message for me to do because I don't like to ask for help. However, I've had some real challenges over the last few months, and I'm sure everyone's got challenges going on. But for me, this has been really difficult. And for anyone that knows me, they'll know that I converted an old ambulance. It took me a long time. It took me a year to do it. And I had a lot of challenges along the way, but most of them were overcome until the very last minute of me about to go on my travels, going away for a year actually. And yeah, it was a few weeks ago where I found out that the van wasn't going to make it I was actually going to the Canaries. And so I booked the ferry, everything had been booked. The ferry was expensive, it's like £1,000 just for one of the ferries. There was two that we had to do. And basically, yes, she gave up, bless her. And so I had to get another van, and this is the van here. Okay, so it was a big risk because even though I had got it checked over by a mechanic and everything else, and checked all the MOTs, everything else, it was fine, no problem. It's still a big risk, a van that you don't know, taking it so many miles. And so I took that risk. And that's obviously on me, but knowing that I was going to lose all that money, and I'd planned a year in advance to be doing this trip, and unfortunately I got all the way to Fuerteventura in the Canaries and the van has broken. And unfortunately there's not many people that can help with it. There is a chap that is going to help me, but it's going to take a few months to do it. So I'm asking all my friends and family if you would help me by donating just £5, and in return I am going to be offering fitness, so 15 days of fitness for just £5, the £5 that I would hope you'll donate to me to help me get back on the road. And I think anyone that knows me and anyone that will be listening to this message will know that unless I was at the point where I have literally feel like I've got no other options, I wouldn't be reaching out to all of you. Now, you know, I've been very brave over my life and done many things, and I'm very grateful for those things. But at this point, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Like the van here right now doesn't move, and the engine won't turn over. So yeah, it's not the best in respect to that. I understand I'm in a lovely place. It's sunny and lovely, but there's obviously a lot of challenges with, you know, being kind of stuck here. So I'm asking for everyone's help. I'm going to send a link below. So yeah, as I say, like even if you could donate £1, if everyone donated £1, it would help get me back on the road. So yeah, and just, you know, sending love to every one of you. I hope you know that, you know, I've always tried to be supportive and try to help others through my whole life, and now I'm kind of asking for you to be able to help me. So thank you in advance. And even if you don't donate, thank you, you know, just even for listening to this video. And that's the other thing, if you can share this video for me to other people, what that does is it helps advertise the video, and then that helps me raise this money. So yeah, share, liking, commenting, all those things boosts up this video. So if you can just even do that, I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, love and beautiful energy to each and every one of you. Take care of yourself, guys. I thought you might like to see our view. Look at that.
Britannia.